Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where you are watching this particular video from. Maybe you tell me. But I'm doing it right from Kisumu. It has just rained, so the weather is actually fantastic. There are certain politicians I follow very closely in this country. I follow Moses Kuria and his moves very, very closely. Because Moses Kuria was a project of President Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't think without President Uhuru Kenyatta, Moses Kuria would be a member of parliament today. So I follow him very closely because President Uhuru Kenyatta has been humiliated in the larger Mount Kenya region. And all those humiliations can be attributed to Moses Kuria. And personally, I've always believed that Moses Kuria is a Trojan horse. So I follow him very, very closely. The other politician I follow in this country very closely is Mombasa Governor Ali Hassan Joho. Ali Hassan Joho is a very interesting politician. He's one of the ODM deputy party leader. Joho can disappear from the political scene, but when he makes a comeback, he comes with an impact. And of late, I've also been studying Fred Okengo Matiang'i very closely. There's a group within this country who strongly believes that Fred Matiang'i can make a good president of the Republic of Kenya. And just the other day, Fred Matiang'i was in Kisii, and from the tone of his speech and those who accompanied him, Fred Matiang'i might actually decide to run for the presidency. And I'm also being told that Fred Matiang'i no longer has that support, or no longer supports Raila Odinga for the presidency. He believes that he should be the presidential candidate. So I follow those three politicians very, very closely. Of course, the other politician I normally follow is Oscar Sudi, because I always believe that Oscar Sudi is William Ruto's mouthpiece. But today I want to focus on Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria made an interesting post on his Facebook page. Let me just get what Moses Kuria is saying. Moses Kuria is saying something which I found to be very interesting. Moses Kuria is saying that, dear hustlers, say no to GMD, genetically modified democracy. No, that's Moses Kuria. He's advising the hustlers to say no to genetically modified democracy. So what is Moses Kuria's game plan? And on some 2 days ago, Moses Kuria also made a very interesting post. There's a gentleman called The Don who works with the deputy president, had a shared photo of the women from the UDA who wants to run for various gubernatorial seats in this country. Aisha Jomwa, Susan Kihika, Purity Ngirishi, Cecil Mbarire. This one, another one, I think is the Nyandarua women rep. The other one, I don't know. Yeah, so The Don was saying, Narok, Nakuru, Kilifi, Nyandarua, Kirinyaga, and Embu counties wamejipanga na hao warembo wa nguvu kwa viti za governors. The future is female. Hustler Nation, hii ni jeshi ya Ruto mashinani, United Democratic Alliance, kazi ni kazi. And Moses Kuria is responding to that post by this guy, because this is William Ruto's guy, that I will soon be launching the Hustler Nation Boy Child Edition. So basically what Moses Kuria is trying to suggest here is that the deputy president launched in Kilifi, Aisha Jomwa. In Nakuru, Susan Kihika. In Embu, Cecil Mbarire. Moses Kuria is saying that for him, he's going to go for men now. Basically, he's going to checkmate the deputy president, William Samoei Ruto. And Moses Kuria is very interesting because nobody is understanding his game plan. On Monday, there was a meeting between Mwangi Kiunjuri and Martha Karua and Jubilee leaders led by Kanini Kega and Sabina Chege. Again, Moses Kuria was missing from that meeting. And the question I ask myself, why was Moses Kuria missing? This is what Moses Kuria posted after that meeting. Moses Kuria is saying that rest in peace, Jubilee Party. You shall never arise even on Resurrection Day. Good to see your orphans looking for adapters and shelters. Again, this was a meeting where Moses Kuria was expected. Most people expected him to attend. He was missing. Then on Saturday, there's also another meeting scheduled to take place in Embu. That meeting will be attended by Martha Karua, Mwangi Kiunjuri, Jubilee leaders, and other political parties from the larger Mount Kenya region. Again, Moses Kuria is missing. So what is Moses Kuria's political game plan? So in this video today, I want us to look at this particular post and the message which Moses Kuria is trying to send. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys from the bottom of my heart. The other day, I've received a lot of inquiries. People asking me about the Royal Dental Clinic in Kisumu. Rest assured, that's the best dental clinic I know in Kisumu. It's based at Alpha House. They do several other things. You can check their Facebook page, Royal Dental Clinic. You'll get the best medical services, dental services there. I don't know others, but at least I can talk for that. Now, what message was the deputy president? Now, what message was Moses Kuria trying to send? What is his game plan? Moses Kuria is saying, let me just repeat what Moses Kuria is saying. The message is saying here, which is very interesting, that dear hustlers, say no to genetically modified democracy. What message is he trying to say? In my view, Moses Kuria, number one, is sending message to aspirants from the larger Mount Kenya region. Because the United Democratic Alliance Party is the dominant party in the larger Mount Kenya region. They're likely to win several of them. They're likely to attract many aspirants. Moses Kuria is reminding these aspirants that in the United Democratic Alliance Party, there is no democracy. There's a list already prepared of preferred candidates. And of course, there is that list. When a person who is as close to the DP as the Don claims that that list he shared is the list of the preferred gubernatorial candidates. Then the deputy president also was in Karen the other day, and while in Karen, the DP endorsed Senator Ruto Kenyatta for Murang'a governor. And he also endorsed several other individuals. So where will the rest go? If there was a guy who wanted to contest for the Murang'a gubernatorial seat, for example, on a UDA party, and the deputy president has told them, please, Ruto Kenyatta is the candidate. Where will they go? So these are the people Moses Kuria is targeting with this message. In Nakuru County, for example, there is Susan Kihika, wants to be the governor. What if there was another candidate who wants to run for that seat on UDA? So these are the people Moses Kuria is actually targeting, and is telling the aspirants that in that UDA party, there is no democracy. So you can only find democracy in my political party. So that's the first message. The second message, and I tend to believe very strongly that Moses Kuria is a very calculative politician. Ni mkora. Ni mkora wa siasa, sio ile mkora ingine. Moses Kuria ni mkora wa siasa. Moses Kuria is positioning himself as the next Mount Kenya kingpin post 2022. The truth of the matter is that there is no way, and this is the truth of the matter, there is no way we are going to have a Kikuyu president in 2022. Even if they have the numbers and their candidate becomes number 2 and Kenyans go for a rerun, that the rest of the country will gang against them. So there is no way they are going to become president in 2022. Moses Kuria understands this. So Moses Kuria's focus is now on 2027 and is positioning himself for the kingship. What will happen is that UDA will sponsor a candidate in the larger Mount Kenya region. Moses Kuria is going to sponsor a candidate in the larger Mount Kenya region. And based on the way Moses Kuria has performed in the previous by-elections, Moses Kuria's political party is likely to win other seats, if not majority, but they are going to emerge with certain seats. And if they are going to emerge with certain seats, then we go for election. After elections, Moses Kuria has 10 MPs, 5 or even 6 MPs. Ruto will have, let's say, even if they are 40 or 20 or something. But the fact that UDA will not be Mount Kenya-based political party will make Moses Kuria the automatic kingpin from that particular region. And I tend to think that's probably why Moses Kuria is not keen on running in 2022. Because if we can manage to win seats, help these people campaign for them strategically, it means if they win, he will have members of parliament, he will have senators, he will have MCS, and he will have his party. And if that party is going to qualify for political parties funds, it will mean that Moses Kuria will be better placed to automatically succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta after 2022 general election. Then he can start preparing for 2027. Number 3, I think Moses Kuria could be a Trojan horse. Why is he sending these messages every single day? Why? He's very consistent that he's going to support the Hustler Nation. Who is the leader of the Hustler Nation? William Samoei Arap Ruto. And who is the leader of the UDA party? Again, the answer is William Samoei Arap Ruto. But why would Moses Kuria consistently attack the UDA and leave out the Hustler Nation? Why? It's because he's a Trojan horse. And he's also not joining the other group, the Kiunjuri Martha Karua group. Because if he joins those group, then he will not be accepted the other side. So I tend to think that Moses Kuria is just a Trojan horse. Number 4, in my view, is that Moses Kuria is trying to force the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto to the negotiating table. If you follow the politics in the UDA, and of course the Deputy President, since they followed with Uhuru Kenyatta, Moses Kuria had emerged as the potential running mate. But Moses Kuria, in his own wisdom, decided that his party is going to stand alone. And that gave rise to a gentleman called Rigathi Gachagua. And I've done several videos of Rigathi Gachagua. So Rigathi Gachagua managed to outshine Moses Kuria and became one of the close allies of the DP. But the fact is, as much as Rigathi Gachagua might be powerful, very close to the DP, when you talk to the ground, when you take Rigathi Gachagua to the ground and you take Moses Kuria to the ground, chances are that Moses Kuria is more lovable. The people of the larger Mount Kenya region would listen to Moses Kuria than Rigathi Gachagua. And the fact that Moses Kuria has decided that he's going to form his own political party, he's likely to win 1, 2, 3, or 4 seats. Ruto would want those members of parliament to be on his side. And the fact that Moses Kuria is Moses Kuria, even the DP would not want to operate with him from outside. So Moses Kuria is basically telling the DP that we must negotiate, we must sit on a table and negotiate. And I want to assure you, after the meeting in Embu on Saturday, based on the people who will attend, I can assure you that the Deputy President is likely to call a meeting with Moses Kuria just to discuss 2022. Moses Kuria is going to raise those concerns, we are going to do, I'm just going to have my party. The DP is likely to tell him, push. And lastly, I think Moses Kuria has just decided that for him, he wants to focus on 2022. And how can he focus on lastly, I think Moses Kuria has decided that for him is going to focus on 2027. Focusing on 2027 is closely related to what I said, positioning himself as the larger Mount Kenya kingpin. So which means Moses Kuria is going to go into 2022 general election, not to win, but to position himself on 2027. So he's attacking the hustler nation. Like when you talk of people being given certificates, genetically modified democracy, then you offer them the alternative. Then they come to your party, then they win. After that, it's now going to focus on 2027 general election. And during that time, Moses Kuria is going to be a presidential candidate. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Again, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is today. Thank you. Bye-bye.